All right, folks, let's go ahead and get right into it. I have a lot to say in this video because me and Uncle Stock Up with Larry Jones go back a little bit. Just a little bit. So first, let me go ahead and break down this entire situation. Then I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts on this guy that I believe is an absolute fraud and unfortunately is, in my opinion, pimping religion in order to serve his whatever his financial goals are, which I believe is swindling people. Right now, first, let's break down this entire story, okay? So Stock Up with Larry Jones made a video about 4 days ago. So yeah, I'm a little late, but better late than never, right? So Stock Up with Larry Jones made a video about 4 days ago where he said, Larry Jones stock up a fraud, ask his followers. And when you look at the thumbnail with the blue background and the big words, he's literally taking that title and thumbnail from another YouTuber where he's actually kind of like responding to. So this video that Larry Jones made, okay, is him responding to another YouTuber by the name of Chris Norland, who, by the way, came after the Rue Rabble crew that I run with. You know, he actually didn't say anything bad about me, but he did make a video where he talked about investing with Cole, Strongman Personal Finance, Fabio, and I can't remember the other people that were in. I think that's it. But yeah, he talked about the crew. Didn't talk about me directly, so whatever, I guess. But I'm still going to cover the situation anyway because it's just very interesting. So the Chris Norland, the YouTuber, got the attention of Larry Jones. Larry Jones makes a response video, and it honestly was one of the worst response videos I've ever heard. All he did was get his crew and his little cult members, his following, to basically like give him this fake support or whatever, and basically say, what do you guys think? Am I a fraud? Like, come on, dude. Of course your own community is not going to say you're a fraud. They're brainwashed by you. They honestly think that you're a good guy. They honestly think that you know what you're talking about when it comes to stocks, even though time and time again, every stock you talked about has done terrible, which is why I don't understand why you call yourself Stock Up with Larry Jones when none of the stocks you talked about have ever gone up. Your name shouldn't be Stock Up with Larry Jones. Your stocks don't go up, they go down. Do we have to go over the history of the stocks you've picked? Drive Shack, Shiba Inu, SoFi. I mean, literally every freaking meme stock that was talked about by all the other YouTubers in 2021, you could best believe this guy, Stock Up with Larry Jones, Uncle Larry, whatever you want to call him, you could best believe that that guy was talking about those stocks. It's the scariest and saddest thing ever. But that's basically what was going on. And so that's basically what was going on with that, okay? Now, let's go ahead and move on to another subject, okay? For those who don't know, Stock Up with Larry Jones and myself actually went back and forth a little bit too, okay? I made 2 videos talking about him and how he's a fraud and he's a clown. I think I was one of the very first people that kind of really got under his skin. Not made a video on him, but I think I was one of the first people that he actually responded to. So I still have the comment up. The guy literally called me everything in the book, which is funny because he's got this little, this little fake pastor persona going on, making everybody think that he's just a good guy and he's a pastor and everybody loves him and he's a man of integrity. But I know for a fact that he's not. And in my personal opinion, the guy is pimping religion in order to better himself, enrich himself financially. That's just my God honest thoughts. I strongly believe that to be true, whether people agree or not, whatever. That's what I honestly think is happening. The guy has built this reputation of being a somewhat decent, nice guy, a family man, a believer in Christ, and people absolutely eat it up and think that that's really what he is. And he mixes that message in with the finance stuff. And don't get me wrong, it's a clever idea. I mean, clearly it works, but that doesn't make it right. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the main issue that I have. The other issue that I have with the guy is that he just downright doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to stocks. And yes, I do think that he's a fraud. And when I say fraud, I do think that some of the things he does on his channel is malicious. I don't think it's in good faith. I don't think it's to actually help people. I don't think it's to actually help people make money. So now let me go ahead and read the comments he said to me. Because like I said, I made 2 videos about him. He got very upset about that. And so here's what he said, okay? He said, so what happens when people go to my page and see a ton of technicals and also see that I did not tell anyone to buy but to get an exit plan? I thought you were a halfway decent person, but you've proven that you have no integrity, clueless, classless, unethical, and you will not prosper. Praying for you. Okay. I thought this guy was supposed to be a man of God, a preacher, a follower of Jesus Christ. But here you are in the comments telling me that I'm clueless, classless, unethical, and I will not prosper. That doesn't sound like something Jesus would say, Mr. Larry Jones, Mr. Fake Pastor. But that's what you got going on. So to be honest with you, I support what Chris Norland did in terms of exposing him and talking about him in that video. I think these clowns need to continue to get exposed and continue to be talked about. Now, unfortunately, they're Daffy Duck, following who just can't think for themselves. I mean, it's incredible to me. And yes, I know it's insulting, but I don't care. I'm going to be insulting because for you to have watched this guy for the last 2 years and see that just about every stock he's talked about has gone down, and he never does research on any stocks. He never tells you why a stock is truly a buy. He just does this blah, blah, blah talk similar to a Jeremy Lefebvre or Chris Sane. And the fact that these people still follow him, still think he's a good guy, still think he's smart, even though the guy has done nothing but lost you money, I have no choice but to assume that many of the people who follow him are insane. You've got to have some form of insanity going on here to actually follow this guy still to this day in September of 2022, given the amount of damage this guy has caused his followers. His followers have not made money. His followers have not become millionaires. His followers have not become rich. The only person who has benefited from this entire thing has been Larry Jones. Everybody else has lost all their money. Shiba Inu in the gutter, Drive Shack in the gutter, all the freaking pump and dump stocks that guy talked about on his channel, absolutely in the gutter. And so for me personally, I just cannot find myself to have sympathy for a loser like this. And I know what I'm saying is not nice. I get it, guys, but I want you to take time and think for a minute. Don't just think about how mean I'm being to this guy. Think about the amount of damage he's caused to his own followers. Think about the followers that listen to him and bought Shiba Inu at the high. Think about the people who listened to him and bought all the other meme stocks that the guy talked about. Like, remember SOS Limited? That guy was really pumping that stock on there, the little crypto mining Chinese stock. He has a history of pumping really bad stocks. And also Chris Norland also talked about some of this video that's very interesting. Now, I can't confirm or deny this, so I'm just going to say allegedly. According to the YouTuber Chris Norland, Larry Jones was actually pumping a few penny stocks, or one penny stock, I think. And he actually legit got paid to do it. Now, that's the most unethical thing I've ever seen, to actually get pumped, to actually get paid or compensated to pump a legit scam or a very, very risky asset. That does not sound like something that a true man of God would do. That does not sound like something that a person of integrity or morals or values would do. However, on Chris Norland's video, he is alleging that that's what Larry Jones did. Now, obviously, I can't confirm or deny, but if I had to guess, I would say that Chris Norland is probably correct in that assessment, because that's just the nasty, disgusting, terrible human being we're dealing with. And yes, I said it. Many of these YouTube grifters are bad people. I've been saying this for a while. I continue to maintain that opinion, and I still believe that. And that's why I have been going after them since January 2022. And that's just where we're at with it. So overall in this video, I do think that Larry Jones is a fraud. I do think that he's pimping religion in order to benefit himself. And I do think that Larry Jones knows absolutely nothing about stocks. I would love to debate Larry Jones. I would have a great time doing it, because I would be able to expose to the world that he knows absolutely nothing about stocks. But like the coward he is, as well as all the other cowards, many of them would not debate any other YouTubers except for ones that are going to be buddy-buddy with them, because they know that if they debate us, they're going to get exposed. So far, the only big YouTuber who has the balls to actually debate us is Meet Kevin. And the reason why Meet Kevin is going to debate us is because Meet Kevin is slick enough with his words and knows enough about stocks where he wouldn't get exposed as badly as somebody like a Larry Jones or a Chris Sane or some of these clowns. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments about Larry Jones. Is he a scammer? Is he the real deal? Let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.